I was saying, like I said, you had this on this podcast. These some young people, man. They gotta be like millennials. Like I'm old enough to be these, like the guys and women that be up on that panel. I'm old enough to be they dad. And you had the brother. He said, you had the black woman. She said, yeah, black women, but I'm tired of black men and shit. So I might have to go out. But you got this brother say, yeah, like women, black women act like they so motherfucking great. When they do a whole lot of fucked up shit. Worse shit than black men do. But yet, she said she might have to go out and date a white guy. Because she tired of black men bullshit. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. If you feel that way, I'm not going to object to it. You had the brother said, well, I ain't going to lie, I ain't going to go off and get no Becky because, even though black women do fucked up shit, I ain't going to go off and get no Becky because I got to have a black woman. All them black women got up there and clapped and say, yes. See, that's why we like brothers like y'all. Now you just had all these black women. They was basically, saying, they can go and get with white dudes, and if black men ain't acting right, they gonna go and get white dudes and shit like that. No objection from them brothers. But the brothers, they asked, brothers said, well, we'll keep it black. We'll keep it black. And then the black women got up and applauded him for it. See, that's why we like men like you. Good ass, sucker ass niggas. That's what he is. A good ass sucker. Because I feel like this was good for the goose, good for the gadget too. If she feels she can go out and get her a white man, the black men ain't quote unquote acting right, on some act right, fuck that. Why not? Why Tyrone can't? Why Tyrone can't go and get him a Becky? Now he limiting himself. He limiting himself because he wants to basically impress a group of women who will not even, he don't have to do that much. They still there jump in bed with a white man. Not even if that brother haven't done shit, them black women will jump in bed with a white man. And this goes back to the same thing when it comes to white women and white men. White men feel that they should be able to lay with every other group of woman on the planet, and white women should be loyal to him. This goes all the way back to the plantation. This goes back to the plantation with slave master Billy was going down in the plantation, laying up with the little choice women that he had selected on the plantation. You did? Just like Thomas Jefferson. You think Thomas Jefferson just had Sally Hemings? No. Thomas Jefferson had many other black women he got. That's why you got a whole bunch of black people running around here with the last name Jefferson. Because a lot of them probably came from the Jefferson plantation. If you notice, a lot of the Jeffersons are related. And then when they trace their lineage back, it goes where? Back to Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, so white men have always had access to black women. And technically every other group of women, wherever the white man landed the ship at, that's why the white man is the real if you really want to say that song by The Temptations, Papa was a rolling stone, doo-doo-doo-doo. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. That's that white man. That white man went all over in Vietnam, laying up with all them Vietnamese women, knocking them up. Them British soldiers, the British soldiers over there, the white British soldiers, They got so many bastard kids over there in Kenya, it's ridiculous. But not the black soldiers. The black soldiers don't got no kids out of wedlock by none of them women. Even in Vietnam, you might have a few black Vietnamese men that were laying up with the Vietnamese women, but most of those Vietnamese Hafu kids were white, by white fathers, slaughtered by white men. That's why they made that whole movie with Chuck Norris going over there and look how you had about 2 or 3 biracial kids that were black, half black and Vietnamese, all the rest of them was white. See, that white man like I said, he been having access to every group of women, men's women. Latino women, Arab women, African women, black women especially. Over here, why you think so many of us black people come in different shades of color and shit? Because white men have always had access to black women. So why would you marry a group of women that you have access to? Why would you marry a group of women you have easy access to? But you know who white men ain't having access to? Their own white women. And you have white men, like, I'm gonna put this shit up. You have white men complaining about that, saying they got black women knocking the door trying to get down with them. Knocking the door down trying to get with them. But they can't get white women to get on board with them. But the funny thing is, them same white men, they'll get mad at their own white women for dating black men. They'll call them mud sharks and everything. Call them mud sharks, all kind of shit. All kind of racial shit. Tyrone, you get up and marry Becky or Susan, you're Uncle Tom, a sellout, a coon. You ain't for the black community. You hate your mama. All kind of shit. You all kind of shit. But see, like in that panel shows you, black women feel they can go outside the race, and you can't. You can't. You can't, Tyrone. You can't, Lucius. You can't, Lamont. You can't, Jamal. You gotta be loyal to black women no matter what, nigga. White women, you gotta be loyal to Brad no matter what. You can't mess with a Tyrone or a Lamont. You can't do it. Because you supposed, a white woman, you supposed to be loyal to Brad no matter what.